Hey there, science fans! Welcome to an exciting exploration of the force that drives our everyday lives. Have you ever stopped to think about what makes our modern world go round? What keeps the lights on, the cars moving, and our gadgets running? It's energy. Energy is everywhere, and it powers everything we do. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, energy is at the heart of it all. From the lights in our homes to the cars we drive, energy makes it all possible. Imagine a day without it. No lights, no transportation, no modern conveniences. Without energy, we'd be back in the Stone Age. Our lives would be drastically different, and many of the things we take for granted would be impossible. No smartphones to stay connected, no video games for entertainment, not even electric lights to read by. Our world would be a much darker place, both literally and figuratively. It's pretty clear that energy is essential for our daily lives. It powers our homes, our workplaces, and even our leisure activities. But where does all this energy come from, and how do we harness its power? The answer lies in a variety of sources, each with its own unique methods and technologies. That's what we're going to explore together. We'll dive into the fascinating world of energy and discover how it all works. We'll learn about different sources of energy, from the fossil fuels we've relied on for centuries to the amazing renewable energy sources that are shaping our future. Each source has its own story and impact on our world. Get ready for a fascinating journey into the world of energy. Together, we'll uncover the secrets behind the power that fuels our lives and look ahead to the innovations that will drive our future. So, what exactly is energy? It's a term we hear all the time, but what does it really mean? Energy is simply the ability to do work. But what does work mean in this context? Work in the science world doesn't just mean your homework, though. It refers to any activity that involves moving or changing something. It means making things move or change. For example, lifting a heavy object or running a machine. Think about riding your bike. It's a perfect example of energy in action. Your muscles use energy to turn the pedals, which move the bike forward. That's energy in action. Without energy, you wouldn't be able to move the bike at all. Energy comes in many forms like kinetic energy, potential energy, and thermal energy. Each form has its own unique characteristics and uses. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. Anything that moves has kinetic energy. A speeding roller coaster is packed with kinetic energy. The faster it goes, the more kinetic energy it has. Potential energy is stored energy. It's energy that's waiting to be used. A stretched rubber band has potential energy ready to be released. When you let go, that energy is converted into motion. Thermal energy is heat energy. It's the energy that comes from the movement of particles within an object. A hot cup of cocoa is full of thermal energy. The heat you feel is thermal energy being transferred to your hands. Understanding the different forms of energy helps us understand how we can use them to power our world. From powering our homes to fueling our cars, energy is essential. Now let's look at how we've traditionally gotten that energy. Historically, we've relied on sources like coal, oil, and natural gas. For a long time, we've relied on fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas to meet our energy needs. These energy sources have powered our industries, homes, and transportation systems for over a century. These fuels are found deep underground and are formed from the remains of ancient plants and animals over millions of years. Extracting them requires extensive mining and drilling operations, which can be both costly and environmentally damaging. We burn fossil fuels to release their stored energy, which we use to generate electricity, power our vehicles, and heat our homes. This process involves combustion, where the carbon in these fuels reacts with oxygen to produce energy, along with byproducts like carbon dioxide. However, there's a big problem with fossil fuels. They're non-renewable and bad for the environment. Once we use them up, they're gone forever, and the extraction process often leads to significant environmental degradation. Burning fossil fuels releases harmful greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. These emissions contribute to air pollution, which can cause respiratory problems and other health issues for people living nearby. These gases trap heat and contribute to climate change, leading to rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and melting glaciers. The impact on our planet is profound, affecting ecosystems, wildlife, and human communities around the world. It's like wrapping our planet in a giant heat-trapping blanket. This blanket is causing our climate to change in ways that are becoming increasingly difficult to predict and manage. That's why it's so important to transition away from fossil fuels and embrace cleaner, more sustainable energy sources. Renewable energy options like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power offer a way to meet our energy needs without the harmful side effects of fossil fuels. One of the most promising renewable energy sources is right above us, the sun. Solar power harnesses the energy from sunlight and converts it into electricity using solar panels. These panels are made up of photovoltaic cells, which act like tiny energy converters. When sunlight hits these cells, it knocks electrons loose, creating an electrical current. It's like magic, but it's science. Solar power is clean, abundant, and sustainable. The sun provides more energy in 1 hour than the entire world uses in a year. By tapping into this vast resource, we can reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and create a cleaner, healthier planet. From rooftop solar panels on homes to massive solar farms, solar energy is becoming increasingly popular and affordable. The future is looking bright for solar power. Section 5. Wind power, ride the breeze. Remember feeling the wind push against you on a breezy day? That wind has a lot of energy, and we can capture it with wind turbines. Wind turbines are like giant pinwheels that spin in the wind. As the wind blows, it turns the blades of the turbine, which are connected to a generator. The generator converts this rotational energy into electricity. It's like a giant fan, but instead of using electricity, it creates it. Wind power is another clean and sustainable energy source that's rapidly growing in popularity. Wind farms can be found on land and offshore, harnessing the power of the wind to generate electricity. Wind energy is becoming increasingly cost-competitive, and its potential is enormous, especially in areas with strong and consistent winds. Section 6. Hydropower, the power of water. Water is not just essential for life, it's also a powerful source of energy. Hydropower harnesses the energy of moving water to generate electricity. Think of a rushing river or a waterfall. That's a lot of potential energy. Hydropower plants typically use dams built across rivers to create a reservoir of water. As water flows from this reservoir through the dam, it spins turbines connected to generators, producing electricity. Hydropower is a well-established renewable energy source that provides a significant portion of the world's electricity. It's a clean and efficient way to generate power, but it's important to consider its potential environmental impact on river ecosystems. Section 7. Geothermal energy, heat from the earth. Did you know that beneath our feet lies a source of immense heat? Geothermal energy taps into the Earth's internal heat to generate electricity and provide heating and cooling solutions. Geothermal power plants pump hot water or steam from deep underground reservoirs to the surface. This steam spins turbines, which drive generators to produce electricity. Geothermal heat pumps use the stable temperature of the ground to heat and cool buildings. Geothermal energy is a reliable, renewable resource available 24/7. It's also environmentally friendly, with minimal emissions. While geothermal power plants are location-specific, geothermal heat pumps can be installed in many locations. Section 8. The challenge of change. Transitioning to a future powered by renewable energy is essential, but it's not without its challenges. One of the main challenges is cost. Building renewable energy infrastructure can be expensive upfront, although costs have been decreasing rapidly. Another challenge is the intermittent nature of some renewable sources. The sun doesn't always shine and the wind doesn't always blow, so we need ways to store energy for when it's not readily available. Thankfully, battery technology is improving rapidly, making energy storage more efficient and affordable. We also need to upgrade our energy grid to handle the variable nature of renewable energy sources and ensure reliable electricity distribution. This requires investment in smart grid technologies and infrastructure improvements. Section 9. What can we do? The good news is that we can all be part of the solution. We can support renewable energy initiatives by contacting our elected officials and advocating for policies that promote clean energy. Choosing renewable energy options for our homes is another powerful step. Many electricity providers offer renewable energy plans, allowing you to power your home with solar or wind power. We can also support companies that are committed to sustainability and transitioning to renewable energy sources. By making conscious choices, we can drive the demand for clean energy. Section 10. Power up your home. Making our homes more energy efficient is another crucial step in reducing our environmental impact. Simple changes can make a big difference. Start by switching to energy-efficient appliances and LED light bulbs, which use significantly less energy than traditional incandescent bulbs. Sealing air leaks around windows and doors can prevent energy loss and lower your heating and cooling bills. Adding insulation to your attic and walls can further improve your home's energy efficiency. Consider installing a programmable thermostat to optimize your heating and cooling schedule, reducing energy waste. By making these changes, you'll save money on your energy bills and reduce your carbon footprint. Section 11. The future is renewable. As we've learned, energy is fundamental to our lives, and the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. By embracing renewable energy sources, we can combat climate change, create a more sustainable future, and ensure a healthier planet for generations to come. Remember, knowledge is power. Educate yourself about renewable energy, talk to your friends and family about it, and be a champion for change. Together we can create a brighter, cleaner energy future.